everyone. Thank you for joining me here today. My name is Chai and welcome to my channel. My goal is to empower you to shine your unique light into the world. With that said, let's get started. Yes, hi. I can't clap really hard today because believe it or not, your friend Chai has had a little mishap with her thumb. I was cleaning out this glass container and there was a sharp edge there and I literally gave myself a small gash, but it was a very deep gash right on my thumb here. So your girlfriend's been really struggling, okay? So the struggle is real. So anyway, so this is where you will be picking your piles here. Per usual, I do 4 pickup piles here. So this is pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? So with that said, you can either meditate right now or you can just go ahead and click on that timestamp that you are resonating with. Remember, if you feel called to watch more than one, this is meant for you. The title of this pickup card is basically mainly for those that are going through a transition in their life right now. So basically, I haven't really named the title yet, but I think it's to the effect of guidance from your higher self and what you're supposed to be, the pathway that you're supposed to take, okay? So right now you're going through a very major transition. So if you've been called to this particular pick-a card, it's because right now, or you're moving into something new, all right? And that's why your soul is feeling called to do this. So with that said, I'll see you at your timestamp in the description down below. Hello, my beautiful friends. Okay, so if you picked out this timestamp, it is for group number 1. Yes, hi, group 1. Thanks for joining me here. Usually my clap is a lot louder, but if you missed the intro, I hurt my thumb. There's a big gash there. Well, it's a deep gash, but a small gash. Anyway, so let's move forward. So you were drawn to this beautiful card here, okay? So I haven't named the title of this pick a card yet. I was called to do this right now as you are transitioning. You are going through something major right now, okay? Some kind of transformation, maybe moving to a different phase of your life, meeting new people, letting go of other people, things like that, okay? Now, before I do that, I want to pull some, we're going to do it slightly different today. I've been called to do this. We're going to do the charms, right? And then we'll read it at the same time. All right, so let me close my eyes and boom, you guys have got a lot. Wow, look at me. Look at the pin that you guys got here. It's the owl pin, all right? But let me actually put this inside where the safety part is supposed to be working right now. Dude, you guys must be like either physically hurting yourself by accident or something like that, or maybe like you're feeling like this is not like if you're not hurting yourself, obviously you are safe, but if you are hurting yourself and it's not a big deal, it's just like little gashes like what I did today, it just means that you are to be more careful, because in terms of not to scare you, there's nothing wrong with what's going on. What I'm trying to say is that because you are feeling more out of body, you're putting less attention on your physical body, and therefore you're noticing that you're tripping over stuff or you're bumping into corners more often, things like that, okay? There's no major problem, no issue. You're not in danger. I'm just reminding you to be very, very mindful, because you are taking flight right now in terms of this because of the owl flying, okay? So we're going to read that later after we read your cards and what you've got, group number. Wow. I swear to God, like I literally don't even know. I did not see this card. It says flying and you guys got the flying card. See, this is why I really love to do the live shuffling so you guys can see, but I know that you guys trust me. But this time around, I couldn't really shuffle. So what I did was I did the spread thing. I picked it out and put it on the pile. But yep, you guys are definitely flying. No, I kid you not, okay? I swear. Now, wow, this is crazy, dude. All right, so today, just to let you know, I actually, I had a little, it's been a very eventful day for me. So when I was outside, there was I think it was a hawk or an eagle. It did the hawk or eagle sound like caw, caw. Not caw, but like like the eagle sound, you know, it sounded like an eagle, but the bird was smaller than an eagle, so I know it must have been a hawk. So that might be a sign for you guys. You guys are transitioning or flying up really high. Something you've been working on for a long time, because you've got this beautiful baking tray here, cupcakes. Cupcakes can also talk about either celebration or an event, but it can talk about bringing something together or baking, because the cupcake tray is kind of signifying that you're doing it for a lot of people. So there's something about you putting things together for a lot of people. Like I said, it's the mending. You've got the sewing kit here, right? So you're sewing something together, and it's going to take flight very, very soon. Okay, group 1, I'm not kidding, you guys are definitely taking flight, and it's going to feel a little wobbly at first, but this rollerblade or roller skate thing, it just talks about, you know how to do this, because once you learn how to ride a bike, or once you learn how to do a rollerblade or any of those types of you know, activities, it's almost like you can definitely do this without feeling fear, because it goes really fast. So this is also a huge significant sign, a symbolism of things are going to go really, really fast, because flying, the thing about being on ground versus flying is that you can cover more ground at a shorter time span, right? So, and there's something about mending something, and mending came out twice because of the needle and thread, and then you've got the hammer, building something, okay? Something that's going to grow beautifully with this flower here. But this flower kind of reminds me of a daisy mixed with a sunflower, if you really look closely, right? So that means that there's some kind of medicinal message or thing that you are going to provide. You're going to be traveling as well. You might be flying, you know, via air, meaning airplane probably, right? Because maybe some of us can levitate, and keeping it as a secret right now. Anyway, so here's the suitcase. You're going to be traveling. You're going to be traveling. I feel real, and it might, even if you are in America, you might be traveling to Texas or down south somewhere. You've got the math, 2 plus 2 equals 4. This really talks about simple math. You're overthinking about something, right? Definitely traveling, another sign of traveling here, okay? Sisterhood of the traveling pants. Putting something together, volleyball, right, if that's a thing. And then you've got transformation here. Remember, we talked about that transformation. You might be, like I said, you might actually be shedding old skin, meaning letting go of the people. You may not be, it's almost like you may have had plans to travel with some people, and some of those people that you had plans with to travel with is actually falling off. They're not going to be able to travel with you, okay? So let's put this over here, right? And then I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you. I feel that this reading for you guys is going to be a lot longer than my usual 10-minute reading as of lately, because I feel like you guys are in need of some extra guidance here. Now, I cannot shuffle as fast like before because my thumb is hurting. So whatever falls out, falls out. Here is the kind of clue to give you, okay, group 1, to see what's going on here, group 1. Oh, yes, I knew that card was coming. I actually really thought about that. I thought about the karmic relationship. So right now, right, you are being asked to have trust and faith, okay? So you're going through a transition right now. You might actually just have gotten news that you might have to leave the place that you've been living in for a while, and maybe you have had to break up, right, or something like that, karmic relationship here. You may have to actually move out. You know, now this relationship that you have with this particular person, whether it doesn't have to be, it can be platonic, right? But it just means that it has to do with something that has history, right? Because when you think about Egypt, you think about history. So there's something that has been brought up from the past, and you guys this might be a mutual separation if this is the case. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to separate. It just means that it could be a separation for just the time being. It could be a temporary thing, and for you to have trust and faith, okay? So let's see. So these are the cards that came out for that one. And then I'm going to pull out, they say 2 cards from here. I'm trying to minimize me having to shuffle because my thumb hurts. You want to kiss my boo-boo? Because it hurts. Anyways. All right, let's put this away. I'm just joking, guys. I mean, it's painful, but it's not that bad. I'm just being a baby. I am one of those people, okay, because I have a lot of water signs in my chart, and I just love to be loved when I do get a boo-boo. So, yeah, anyways, boom, you've got... Ooh, yeah, wow. Talking about water signs. You saw me pull that out, right? I don't edit anymore, so this is all in real time. Mother of the salt waters, okay? Passion, wild love, open your heart, let love in. Ooh, baby girl, look at this. Karmic relationship, trust and faith. Okay, so I'm getting more information here. So why you're guided to come to this reading here, and it says, you know, and I wanted to kind of give you information on what's happening next and what kind of guidance you needed. So basically, you may actually be thinking about flying somewhere for a person, right? But remember, karmic relationship can also talk about that it's not always so smooth, okay? But then it kind of makes you doubt, like, if it's not this smooth, is it meant to be? Right? Sometimes it is. Sometimes, like I said in the past, if you've been following me for a long time on my channel here, karmic relationship can also exist within this the soulmate relationship, and it can transition, okay? More than likely, the soulmate relationship will always kind of supersede the karmic one, meaning karmic will come first and then soulmate comes after karmic, meaning karmic, once you release that karmic tie with your soul mate, the essence of the energy of what you guys create thereafter will be more soulmate like, meaning, or soulmate filled and more fulfilling, okay? And that's very prominent here for you guys, okay? Group one, she who flows, ease, being open to change, go with the flow of life. Wow, let love in, go with the flow of life. Stop blocking your blessings, group number one. All right, I feel like you guys are double guessing or second guessing yourselves. All the signs in the world, or all the signs here in this world right now within this pick a card, you guys are meant to travel to this person or vice versa, okay? And allow this to happen because this is meant to be. You guys are supposed to be a partnership of some kind. Like I said, it could be about business. It doesn't have to be. It could be about relationship. But I have a feeling this is more relationship than anything because of the karmic relationship card coming out. It doesn't have to be love relationship, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so with this, I'm going to I'm going to pull some more cards here. Show us. Higher selves. Show us. Yep. Look at that. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is the beginning of, you know, having that beautiful passion. You might be starting a new relationship of some kind, and also letting go of that old one as well. This is not a sign for you to go ahead and break up with the person you're with, but I'm saying if you are already innately feeling like you have to, take this as a validation for a spirit to actually say, right? And when I say spirit, I mean God, to actually, the divine source is giving you a green light to go ahead and go find your passion. Go ahead and go find that person that is right for you, okay? Don't feel guilty about it, even if that means letting go of a relationship that was built for many, many years. Seven of Pentacles, right? Because when you think about Seven of Pentacles, we're talking about seeds that have been planted for eons, or seeds that have been planted for months or years or days, and they are well-deserving seeds because of the grapes here. But with this Page of Wands connecting to the Seven of Pentacles, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let that go, all right? You don't have to feel like you have to stay with the person just because you both have invested so much energy towards each other, and you know, there's no obligation here. The reason why, I always feel like the reason why your soul feels any type of agitation, you know, if you feel irritable, you don't feel like this person is connecting with you like before, or things like that. Not to say that you should throw things away and not work things out, right? I'm not condoning that, or I'm not being an advocate for divorce or a breakup. I'm just saying, when your soul knows, your soul knows. And when you come to this reading, pile number one, your soul knows what to do, whether to make amends, right? Because you did get the mending thing, because I did get a split timeline for this group here. There's a huge group of you guys that are actually going to not really want to go forward with that relationship. Could be a friend that you want to have, or you have to let go in order to move forward to the next stage, right? You both are looking back at each other. You're feeling kind of like, oh no, I'm really scared. Like, are we going to be okay without each other? Yes, you are. You're going to be just fine. All right. Trust and faith. Now let me pull one more card. Just pull it out. Yep. Two of Wands. You're ready. You're ready for it, because the Two of Wands talks about you have the world in your hand, and you know this. You know that you guys are supposed, but look at this. Look at this, okay? You notice that card here? It's the same magician here, the same mage, right? Look at who you've got in this card here. The Page of Wands, and then you've got the Two of Wands, okay? So moving forward, like I said, the separation might just be temporary, right? Look at this. You've got that same cat that was looking back because you have to go and travel somewhere. So this may not be about a breakup. It could also just be about moving apart physically for the time being, okay? And then you've got the gecko or the lizard here. You've got a lot of, have faith, guys. Have faith. Group number one, you guys have a lot of love, a lot of strength, and a lot of, yeah, you should have faith in your relationship enough to know that with the separation, if you do desire to be together still, but need to physically be apart, it's going to make it through. You guys are going to come back together. But there is a group of you guys, like I said, you guys are separating, and it's mutual, okay? So with that said, I wish you the best, all right? So this is some guidance for you guys. I feel like I was really being called to do that today for some reason, and now I know why. It's because you are to fly high. And sometimes, just like a hot air balloon, you have to let go of the baggage, right? I mean, forgive me for, using people as an analogy with baggages, but I want to paint an image for you to really, really fully understand that the weight is heavy. The weight is heavy, and with heavy weight, you cannot allow yourself to fly high, okay? It's not physically possible, even in the ethereal realm, for you to really hold on to that much energy and trying to lift somebody else up if you're drowning. All right, so that's a great message for you guys, group one. I hope that helps. And with that said, I will see you in my next one. All right, take care. Bye. Hi guys, so you picked out this timestamp. It is for group number two. Yes, hi group two. Thanks for joining me here. I can't clap that hard because your girl just hurt herself, okay? Yeah, I literally, if you didn't see the intro, I cut myself by accident with a glass container. Yeah, so that happened. And anyway, so I can't really shuffle that well, but I did the pre-shuffling, and then I did all that. I pulled this out for group number two, so this is what you've got, okay? But before that, I want to make sure that I pull your for group number one, I did pull some charms for them, so I'll do the same for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some charms. Okay. Ooh, wow. So group number two, you guys got the Tiger's Eye bead. And what does that say about the Tiger's Eye bead, right? So Tiger's Eye is very, very good for protection, especially if you're a Lyran, obviously, like if you're a starseed with the Lyran, right? But that doesn't have to be. It just means that this is talking about there's some type of cleansing that you also need to make sure you have a barrier with. So maybe you've been getting dislikes from people, or somebody's really irritated with you, and this is showing from your higher self that you are in need to be a little bit more flexible in terms of certain viewpoints with the people that you were around, even though you may feel like, okay, you are correct in your own way, right? And everybody has their own truth, but at the same time, I feel like your truth may be very, very, very true, but it's not, you cannot, like that phrase, one of my internet friend really used this phrase quite a lot. She says, you cannot throw pearls at swines, right? I know it's horrible to even use such words, but that phrase really does kind of makes me feel like your energy And you know, you can admit that you're a little more advanced in terms of like energy cultivation. You're a lot more advanced than the people that you are surrounding yourself with, just letting you know, okay? Something about football. Something about football. So, I don't, line of scrimmage, maybe? When I think about football, I think about that line of scrimmage, right? Know that boundary. Know that, that line, right? Or where it begins and where it ends, right? And then you've got basketball as well. You guys are pretty sporty, group number 2. I feel like you guys would be you would excel in these sports probably, right? I'm a good football thrower. I throw a really mean spiral. Not to gloat, but yeah. I can do that, right? It's okay. Yeah, I don't like the tackling per se, but I do like to throw a mean spiral. And I can throw pretty far for someone who has the length of arms that I do. Anyway, so enough about tooting my own horn. So now this talks about you needing to have a little more confidence in terms of what you can do, okay? Because for me to feel like I want to talk about the stuff that I'm good at, this is talking about you knowing your position and where you are, all right? Because basketball is all about that positioning as well, right? But it's also about not having to take down the people verbally as much as you have been doing, right? Or because, you know, you can't, just like how in basketball, your opponent cannot, you know, push you or bully you in a way that pushes you into the disadvantage, you know, trying to grab the ball. They have to make sure that they stay within the rules. So with that, there's something there for you guys, okay, about that. So I don't know, take what you resonate with that one. And then there's also a lizard here. And when you talk about lizards, lizards are known to be very, very calculative and very strategy filled, meaning when you know that it's a losing battle, then sometimes it's better to cut your losses and start fresh than to continue on a broken route, right? I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm guided to say. So sometimes it's better to just start fresh. And then there's something about, remember I said bullying? I don't know why bullying is a huge, maybe when you were younger, you were bullied very tremendously. I was too, and I'm sorry for that, for the trigger. But this, I associate this with the ugly duckling, okay? Not to say that I'm not saying that you were ugly when you were a child. I mean, could possibly be, but you know, everybody's beautiful in our own way. But sometimes some people just have more, pleasing features, right? When they're younger, especially. So maybe when you were younger, you were not as pleasing to the eye, but now you're growing. Because remember, the moral of the story of the ugly duckling is, it's not just about being that, you know, being that bullied duckling that didn't know where it belonged or what it was. So it didn't know that it wasn't even the same species or in the same category of the people that it was surrounding itself with, right? So it thought it was a duck, but it really was a swan. And that's the thing, like, you are thinking that you're something, but you're really not that. You are more than that, and you are way more special than you actually realize, okay? Not to say that ducks are not as special as swans, but you know what I mean. You get the story, right? Yeah, so, and then right now you are being built, all right? You are being built, okay? You may actually come across a coach, because a lot of these are like someone who is going to help you churn, make that butter, right? You might actually really love butter a lot. I don't know why butter just popped into my head. And then be very agile, right? Just like the octopus, they are very, very agile because they can actually minimize their body to slip into the smallest of holes, okay? And also reaching out, you know, asking for help, okay? You might actually have a very fixed sign in your astrology, and you are being asked to be more like an octopus. You know, it's funny because when you think about, you know, certain signs in astrology, I'm not the best person to talk about that because I'm not as adept, but I do know enough to do a reading on that. And you've got the teddy bear, or panda bear actually. Panda bears are so sweet. I love them. Yeah, and then you've got this flying thing. I don't know what this is. We'll think about it later. But anyway, so what you've got here, wow, that was a long thing about this. Anyways, your reading is a lot longer today, so don't worry, you're not running out of time. Talisman and sigils, okay? You have, why this is happening is because something is being shifted. You're being upgraded in a way that you probably don't even understand what the heck is going on, right? You're hearing thoughts, or you're hearing entities, or you're hearing something. Always protect yourself, okay? You are being upgraded so greatly that when you have these powers being open to you, things will want to try to manipulate you to take over that particular power. Now, not to scare you, there's nothing wrong, you are safe, but Talisman talks about you also have the gift of creating objects, right? And putting magic into that object, all right? Some people have that more strong within their bloodline and their, you know, spiritual gift hereditary stuff. You know, I don't know what the perfect phrase for that is, but I do know that some people do have that. Okay, so let me pull some more cards before the time goes out. I'm probably gonna do like 15 minutes. I can't really shuffle that much because of my hand, my finger, but I can do it slowly. Yes, yes, look at that. You've got a lot of oh my gosh, you're stepping into your power. You're coming out of this. So you've got the Moon card, and remember I told you that you're not realizing, okay, you saw me shuffle, you're not realizing that you are super strong and super strengthful. Now look at this. You think you're something else, but look at this. Look, the cat is looking at its reflection, and what it is not just a cat, it's a Black Panther, okay? You are that strengthful, and you are amazing. Something coming out of the woodwork, something that, a power that you thought you never had. It's coming full circle. Queen of Wands is talking about that beautiful. You're also, it kind of matches this beautiful here. You're probably glowing up, and this is why you're going through all of this change right now. Why you've been drawn to this reading, group number 2, if you picked out number 2, it's because your body or your changes, something about you has changed. You are correct in that intuition, okay? Your intuitive knowing. Now, you've got this deck here, right? And this is all about like the physical changes to the body by way of finding out who they are. Look at this, Queen of Wands. Who better to represent that beautiful, sexy, beautiful being that you are, right? Who better to represent you than the Queen of Wands? Maybe the Empress, but you know, that's still, she is the Empress. She's just the Empress of sexiness. So the sun is showing you that you are beautiful, okay? And that you are to have joyful times. Right now, it may look like you are something small, right? Like a kitty cat. Not to say that cats are, you know, not significant. I love cats. You know, cats are one of my favorite animals to confide in. But look at who you are underneath all of that. Energetically, you are this, all right? Energetically, you are this. You need to understand that you have a strong connection to the goddess Besti or something from Egypt. The goddess that has like a cat feline feature. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name? I'm so sorry, goddess. But yeah, she's like, rawr, like, hello. This is it, okay? Queen of Wands. No joke, no joke. You don't have to be a divine feminine or a physical woman to I don't read gender, I read energy. So this is talking about a lot of different changes that are happening to you right now. You are going to go through some different positions because of this basketball here. So you may have a career change, because this is more of like not really as, it's more of like an interpersonal change and upgrade, and also upgrade to the career that you want, okay, or the job that you want, or the life purpose, you know, you're tapping more into that. So let me pull some more cards, because I did do like roughly 15 minutes or so for the other group. So Spirit, please show me the way, and I am going to go ahead and do this. Okay, they're saying just pick one, but I feel like I have to at least do that. Okay, so Yeah. Look at that. Your old place, the workspace, you know, there was a dry desert, okay? And the number 4 is talking about that, you know, you may feel like you're taking, either you are being in stagnant water or dry, just a dry place, right? So Spirit is saying the reason why you're being guided to this reading right now is to have faith, number 1. Use your power. Like, you have a skill. You actually have a tangible skill, meaning you can physically touch the freaking gift that you have, okay? So you're probably really good with your hands. You're probably really good with building something or even creating. There's sacred geometry on this person's back. You're probably really good with music because there's a music note here. Do something. Have trust in your ability to do that. Have confidence in your ability to bring forth abundance via your own personal ability, okay? And dry desert, you think this woman, this queen right here, is, you know, not having any abundance? Trust the abundance. This is what I'm talking about. You think the abundance is surrounding you, right? And when you're looking around, you're thinking, oh shit, everything is dry. Excuse my French. Everything is dry. I don't have anything. What you don't realize is you have everything. Do you know why? You know why? They're saying it's because it's in you. It's in you. The abundance is in you. And I can attest to this because the more I tapped into my own ability to do certain things and not be so afraid of people thinking that I'm crazy or this or that, or thinking, oh, I'm not a good enough energy reader, or I'm not good enough for this and that, I realized the more I am more of myself and not having to think about those things in other people and only focusing on me, I know you have a lot within you. All right. So for me to find that out about myself, I am just a reflection of you. And even if you are going through some dry times right now, as I am as well, right? We're going through, this is why I feel called to do this reading, because I'm going through some shit too. And pray for me. But I'm doing good. I'm just going through a lot of, you know, spiritual stuff. So, and it ties into the earth realm. But a lot of light workers are being tested right now. So just have faith, all right? And this is why I'm going to keep doing this for you guys. Listen, there's abundance within you, all right? There's the ability, you have the ability to find stuff when things are dry. The ability to fly when things are just really just not moving. They're saying right now is to agitate, right? Agitate the energy. Sometimes going through that storm is what is needed in order for you to find water, okay? Because I have this. This is an agitator, right? For baking, well, it's a whisk, right? But to me, when I see this symbol, I see something that needs to be moved, because you can't mix or make a cake batter or a bread batter or whatever without mixing it, because it's not possible, because then everything will just kind of be separate, and then nothing is really, you're not making anything beautiful with it, right? Sometimes you got to mix it up. All right, that's a really beautiful message for you guys, group 2. Mix it up. Don't be afraid to mix things up, okay? So anyways, love you. Much love to you guys. Thank you for, you know, always having this beautiful, loving support. If you've been here for a long time, I love you guys so much. If you are new, welcome. You know, hopefully you love my reading. If you do, you can click like and subscribe and join our family here. Anyway, so with that said, I wish you guys the best, and I'll do more pick a cards and more starseed readings for you guys. So I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello everybody, thanks for joining me here at this timestamp. If you picked out number 3, this is the pile for you. Okay, sorry the clap wasn't as loud as my usual. It's because if you miss out the intro, I hurt myself. Okay. I hurt myself by just touching a glass that I wasn't aware that it was partially broken, and it kind of gave me a deep gash. So I'm okay, I'm good. Your girl's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this slightly differently, but I will not be shuffling as fast or as hard as I go. But here, let's change this up, okay? So maybe this is Spirit's way of changing it up for you guys. So here you go. I will go ahead and close my eyes, and this is what you guys got here, okay? Ooh, wow, look at that. So basically, let's start with the zebra, okay? There's something about you guys that are very, very it is within you, or maybe within your skin, something different about you. Now, the message of the title of this pick a card, I haven't specifically chosen like what it's going to be about, but it's a message that you need to hear at this moment, because you're going through a transition right now. All right, so maybe some changes that are happening within your skin. There's some differences. If you resonate with it, then it's your reading. If not, you can pick another pile, but it still could be your reading, because this is just one charm, right? But you may also be a mixture of race, because when you think about, you know, the black and white color of this zebra here, you could be someone who is from, you know, just a different space than the people that you're surrounding yourself with. That could be it too. But there's something about you that is very special, because you are like a guide. It's almost like they can spot you anywhere. There's something about you that you demand attention, or you guide people just naturally, because this is a lighthouse here, right? And then hockey is talking about, it's a sport. It's a very quick sport, can also be very aggressive as well. Now with the zebra, they're very docile, so they're not as aggressive, but I think that within yourself, within you, holds a huge energy of not aggression, but it's kind of like it's a very strong, potent energy. And if people really want to get to know you, not everybody, you're not for everyone. That's what I'm trying to say, because hockey is not for everyone. It feels like sometimes, I mean, people love to watch hockey, but not everyone can play hockey, is what I mean. Okay. Look at this. You got this coat here. What does this tell me? Show me, spirit. Somebody is of the Mongolian descent. Something special about your bloodline, okay? Because when I look at this coat, I don't know why. Some of you can also be Polish or something like that, because it just feels like you are from the area where the mountains are cold. Or maybe your bloodline is from the area where the mountains are really, really cold. There are lots of snow caps and things like that. You don't have to be, but, you know, maybe it's your ancestor. Combing. Now, when I think about this, I think about Rapunzel. I think about the hair. You might have a lot of hair, but I think that this is talking about combing through the situation, right? Because you're here to transform, right? And that's why this message, this pick a card you're drawn to, because of that beautiful, it's almost like an alarm going off inside your soul. Their transformation with the dragonfly, and then you've got this beautiful bag here. It's not a bag. I was wrong. It's a treasure chest. You've got a treasure coming, okay? This could be a treasure of any kind, a spiritual, a mental, a physical, could be anything, okay? So let's open to see what your main card is. Your main card is movement. Good gracious, look at that. You've got the hot air balloon and the windmill movement. So the thing about movement is the energy of air, all right? The energy of air is very prominent for you guys at this moment. You might be an air sign. You don't have to be. Ostriches. So all of these, literally, I swear, you've got, look up number 28 on your own, but the ostrich and this beautiful zebra here, I mean, I'm thinking about like a region of the planet where it's really, really hot, or it could be like Australia, or it could be like, you know, Africa, something, right, that has a lot of wild animals. You guys have a lot of that in your blood for some reason, okay? Now, movement can also talk about the windmill. So there is this new technology that we are actually finding more ways to even go back in the days, back in like history, when you think about the windmills and stuff, right? And we're still using that right now, but the element of air isn't really being used in a way that, well, maybe the world is starting to do that more and more. But as I was channeling and also speaking to my past clients too, when I was doing hair and things like that, because I did get clients that were in the industry, and I had a really special client that I really, you know, really cherished, and he would teach me stuff about what he does for work. And they're right to today, I'm pretty sure they're producing something with the element of air. So that means that you may be working on something that is going to change the world in such a drastic way, in such a positive way, that it's going to help a lot of people move to spaces that they're not used to, because look at how they see how this land and this windmill is actually on this ostrich, right? And it's highly possible that you have people here in the hot air balloon and people here on the back of this ostrich, but you're like this ostrich that's actually able to take people and really help them go to a different spot on the world. You might do that for work, I don't know. Okay, so let me pull out some more cards for you. I'm unable to shuffle aggressively like I normally do, but here we go. All right, one more? No, we're gonna pull more cards later, don't worry. All right, so you've got the stagnant waters, feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow and change. Seriously? Come on, guys, group number 2, I am not kidding. And it's funny because in another group, I won't say which one, you probably know what it is because you're group 2. This is talking about agitation, all right? You are needing this tool, kind of like the tool of a hockey stick, right? Moving the puck around. Without the stick, you won't be able to play the game of hockey, right? So you're finding that stick to be able to move your stagnant water, okay? There's something that you're meant to create in a way to make sure that you have flowing water, or at least some kind of change, because without the proper essence of movement, you're going to be stuck and stagnant, right? And maybe you're already there, but this is talking about you may be feeling stuck and you may be feeling like you want to move somewhere. This is a sign for you that yes, this is it. This is the time for you to move, all right? Make your move. Make your move. Now let's see, what is the energy for your wait, did I say group number 2? You guys are group 3, sorry. Group 3, right? Let's see here. Wow, I can't believe I like piled through group 1 and 2 real fast. Each group is gonna get about like 15 minutes anyways. But wow, look at this, a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, group 3, you guys are here. There's something that your soul is here to do. Vows. It's talking about that promise that you made to yourself, or promise that you made to the collective, that you're going to be able to move things around for people, okay? You are a shaker, a mover, movement, right? You're that beautiful, innovative, because when I was talking about my past client, he was working in an industry that is full of innovation. And I really love that, because it really talks about making changes to help the collective in such a major way, okay? Every player on the hockey team is important. You may think that it's just the person that's, the lead. I don't really know much about hockey, but you may think that just the lead, hockey is a game of everybody leads in their own way. And everybody has a very similar grinding force. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know why I'm being called to say it that way. Vows, you made a promise to use the arts. See, like I said, you knew this this is true for you since you were young, okay? You may be a writer, maybe you're going to talk about something that's going to move and shift the collective consciousness, okay? And move people out of their imprisonment or slavery or phobias, right? Writing the truth about something to kind of guide them out of their fiercest times, because you are the high priest or high priestess, all right? It doesn't matter what you resonate with, you are powerful, all right? And it's kind of funny because you see how like Spirit is asking you to be bare bones as well, in terms of like the way that you think that, you see how this woman right here, and this is nothing to shame or body shame or anything like that. This, I'm talking about, the nipples are visible even through the cloth, meaning even if you have to wear a mask, you're always going to be yourself, right? It's kind of like how us light workers, right? We're out and about and we may have a 9-to-5 job, but you're still doing your light work is what I mean, right? It doesn't matter. So you're the high priest. Don't let things change you. You are not, no one can change who you are, because you are who you are. You're the zebra, right? The one that has the pattern. The pattern is there. You're making these shifts in the world because you're meant to, right? Let me pull some more cards. Let me see here. Wow. I can barely shuffle Here you up. You got the High Priestess twice, guys. Group 3, you are my spiritual group, but all of you guys are spiritual in this group because I am actually intending it to, you know, if you come to watch tarot cards, definitely you are. But look at the Lover's card, the Knight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, okay? You know, you have a great intuition. You understand, you have a great balance, okay? You might be androgynous as well, maybe starseed that has both a very balanced masculine and feminine energy. Why do I keep going maybe one of you guys or some of you guys keep going anyways, I'm just teasing. So the High Priestess, and you've got the High Priestess again. Wow, very, very, very powerful group here. You are moving things, okay? And the Knight of Pentacles is the same energy as the movement card here, right? Because he has the power to carry this pentacle to the next phase of people's lives. You are the makers, the way changer, way movers, way showers. Way showers, the lighthouse. You've got the lighthouse here, so you are way showers. But why you're being called to come to this particular reading right now is because it is time. It's also time not just for you guys to move other people, but you're moving yourself, right? You're moving yourself into a different phase of your life. Maybe if you've been really single for a long time, you're finding love again. And this love is not just any love. It is a very spiritual love, okay? And I feel like it has been contracted maybe within your soul before you incarnated, because this is a past life card, baby, right? So let me pull some more cards because I'm working like 15 minutes for each group so that it can be fair because I love you all equally. All right, so Spirit, show us the way. Show us more. Show us more. Okay, Spirit said shuffle as best as you can. Yes. Oh, you're tired. Look at the 9 of Wands. You're tired, dude. You guys really need to rest, because rest now while you can, because you're going to be doing a lot of work coming up in the next 6 months. All right, that's what they're saying. In the next 6 months, you guys are going to be doing a lot of work, a lot of magician work, right? Manifesting things. You are fully equipped. You have the tool, okay? Look at that. That's split, and it's still at 9 of Wands. You've been working hard on this too, or that means that you're going to be having to work harder on a project, okay, or of some kind. So let me see here. Ooh, all right. Yeah, stop holding yourself back, guys, because look, you got the 4 of Pentacles. This is talking about the holding back, reserving, conserving, right? Yes, there is a time and place for reservation and conservation, but not to the detriment of your growth. Stagnant water isn't good, okay? This is talking about, like, so you got the stagnant water and then you got a 4 of Pentacles, and this is really telling me that you guys are really maybe you were fearful, right? You have a little bit of a fear of losing out or losing stuff that you have, right? But you don't have to worry about investing in the good things. The way I see things is that so for me, when I buy an item, I use the method of calculating the dollar per usage, right? I would rather buy a leather jacket for $100 and wear that leather jacket for 100 times over than to buy $1 sweatshirt that was on sale somewhere that I barely touched, right? And so therefore the dollar per usage is very important. So if you use that calculation, you can't go wrong, because especially when you buy higher quality things, not to say that you guys don't do that, but I'm saying sometimes it takes investing in order to move that stagnant water. If you are in a strap or a binding in terms of finances, right? This is, Spirit is saying trust, no, okay? Because look at the cards that fell out for you, all right? No and trust. You are smart, you're intelligent. Queen of Swords, all right? You've got the Queen of Swords, and what other queen? Was this the one? Okay, that was a different group. But this group, you guys, group 3, Queen of Swords, you guys are intelligent. You have great ideas. Things that will create love for other people. Take a risk, okay? The Knight of Cups can also talk about taking risks in things that you don't normally take risks on. Stay safe as always. Don't get eaten by a shark, obviously, right? Because there's a shark down here. But they're saying trust that your ability to fly over the water is going to keep you safe, all right? Trust in your own ability, right? Because you are that zebra, okay? And you have wings everywhere. There's something about air with you. Air, Queen of Swords, okay? That keeps repeating in your group, all right? You're going to get your wish fulfilled, 9 of Cups. Sometimes it takes investing in order for you to move something, right? Whether it's your time that you need to invest, people that you need to invest in, money that you need to invest in, companies that you need to invest in for the greater process later on, and it's going to be a great reward for you guys. So have faith in that. Hopefully that helps you to guide you. These are very specific messages for very specific people. So with that said, I will let you go here. Feel free to watch any other of my information videos there. So love you guys lots and have a great time. And also, you know, be mindful too, if I hurt my thumb, that also means that maybe you've been a lot of in your head a lot, and you're not paying attention. If you're hitting corners or tripping over your feet, you know, this is kind of what happened too. But with that said, I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hi guys, have you picked out this timestamp? It is for group number 4. Yes, hi group 4. Thanks for joining me here. Sorry, my clap is not that loud. If you missed the intro, I hurt myself today. Literally, your girl got a slash or a gash on her thumb. All right, it was a deep cut, deep cut, and it bled a lot. But I'm okay. I'm good. I'm strong, resilient. All right. So with that said, before I pull this out, I want to show you guys what your I've been guided to do charms today. I have not done charms in forever, but I feel like I need to do this for you guys now, okay? So with that said, I will go ahead and close my eyes, pull out whatever charms comes out. Boom. All right. Woo-hoo. Wow, look at that. All right. So there is a Good Samaritan. When I see a saint coming out, okay, you don't have to be religious or anything like that. It's talking about that Good Samaritan, okay? A helper, someone coming in to help you. I just got goosebumps here. Someone coming in to help you from afar, because sailboat is talking about crossing the oceans, okay? Maybe you are traveling and helping somebody else, or maybe somebody else is traveling from afar to help you. There's a gift that is going to be given to you because you've got this beautiful gift stockings here, kind of like a holiday, right? But it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's going to bring peace to you as well, because you've got the dove with the peace olive tree here, right? Because olive trees are, especially eucalyptus, it's either eucalyptus leaves or olive trees are a big huge sign of peace. And you can look that up. I can't remember which one's which, but the flamingo. Okay, so wow. The flamingo also talks about when it puts its head inside the sand, it doesn't know really, like, you know, it kind of doesn't know that the curveball is coming around the corner, but it's a good curveball for you. It may not feel like it is though, okay, group 4, just letting you know. Because the reason why I say this is because if you have the peaceful dove here, right, it just means that you've been through a lot. All right, and my heart goes out to you guys. And the word here is love. Maybe love, your relationship isn't that great right now. And there's a scarf. Now, you are to protect your voice, because the scarf is covering the neck area, right? A lot of people think that when you think about voice, you think about mouth. It really isn't the mouth. The mouth is just the end part of that beautiful pathway that your voice comes out of, okay? So when you think about the scarf, it's wrapping around nicely, keeping you warm, right? Knowing when to speak, knowing when to share your knowledge. You may actually, you're being guided to actually show yourself a little bit more as well, in terms of like maybe having a educational channel or something to speak your voice, okay? So let's see what you've got here for your card. Wow, look at that. Education. Can you believe that? I kid you not. I did not look at this. This is awesome. You guys are doing great. The education card came out. So maybe you're educating somebody, right? That's a huge sign as well. Look up number 35, all right? So you've got the crane. Is this a crane or I don't know what kind of, like a stalk or a crane with long legs or long neck? There's that repeating message here. Something about you needing to see something, finding out something. Stop putting your head in the sand. You might be a Pisces though. Something you don't want to take a look at, because not all Pisces, but from what I know from the sign, thank you Heather for clarifying that too, because I was talking to my one of my really close friends, Heather, and she and I were talking about the signs, the different signs, and we were talking about how like certain signs have more escapism tendencies than others. But why I say Pisces too is because this is in the water, and you know, they're known for being a beautiful water sign. But Pisces are very, very, you don't have to be a Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, but this is talking about very knowledgeable and knowing a lot of things as well. But sometimes knowing something and not sharing it, right, is because you're probably not comfortable speaking your voice at this time about certain things that you know, because you think you don't know enough. You know a lot, guys, and you don't have to be a Pisces to receive this message. I feel like you guys know a lot, group 4, and you're not giving yourself enough credit for that. So let me actually pull some cards for you. I am allotting about 15 minutes per group, so let's see, let's dive deeper. I won't be able to shuffle aggressively like I normally like to. I'm a very aggressive person when it comes to energy. I've been told before that my channel isn't for everyone because my personality is very strong when it comes to the way that I express myself. I feel that I've been told that they feel like they're getting yelled at with my tone, although I'm the sweetest person alive. But I still, you know, I take that and I will, you know, and maybe that's also another message for you too, because you are always needing to be in control, right? The Emperor card. You want to be in control with things, and in order for you to be in control, you feel like you need to educate yourself constantly, and then you're just filled. You are like the living library within the living library itself. Like you, group number 4, you guys are very good with this. Now, the main pick a card title for this one is basically what you need to know at this time. What are you being guided to? Okay, maybe I'll name it that. I haven't named it yet, which is very different for me, because normally I pick the title, right? I set the intention, and boom. But this time around, I was guided to say, you know what? Let's do it differently. So I've been doing that a lot lately. The Emperor, which is number 4, stability, right? You are definitely the kind of person that is seeking stability as well. And if you don't feel like that person is worthy to be with you, then you know when to cut that person off. So trust your intuition, guys. All right, let's keep going. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why are they being led to this pick a card or this phase of in their life? See, my body wants to like be aggressive, but my soul says you don't have to be that aggressive. You can win with peace, right? That's what I'm being guided to. You can still win with love, okay? With just, see, because you have a very warrior-like personality, and so when you believe in something, nothing's stopping you. See, look at that, very controlled, don't want to share your feelings. You might have a hard time sharing your feelings, guys. Group number 4, show us. Oh, that took a while. You're really making my thumb hurt, guys. Just kidding. All right, boom. Wow, look at that. I shuffled a lot and the Knighthood card still came out. Might be a past life thing. Food and hunger, spiritual. Oh, see the hunger for education, right? That, I mean, you may love food, right? But this is talking about educational wise, like you love information, you love to know more, spirituality or even religion. You know, you've gone through many different phases of your life because you are an inspired action type of person, right? You act on your inspiration. Now let's pull out some more cards, all right? Spirit, show us the way. Show us the way. I like to do it with this one because this one's not as stiff, so I can definitely flow through very easily with this one. Whew, I am really hot right now because right now is summertime, but this is a timeless reading for you guys, group 4. Let's see what you've got here. Boom. Wow. Yep. Wow. Okay. Ace of Swords, new opportunity, new ideas, new things are coming. You've got the same kind of energy with the Knighthood, right? So warriors, right? Knights are known to work for a king. You've got the Emperor and the Knight here. Someone, it's either you're going to be delegating something, a job, maybe you are going up in the higher position within your career or job, or it could be that you are receiving a mentor, okay? Like I said, right? When I said the help that's coming in, look at that. You're either stepping into the mentorship position yourself, or a mentor is coming in to mentor you, to give you what you need in order to fly, in order to sail your ships in the way that it should be going. All right, you're supposed to be going somewhere. I feel like I have this like huge energy of inclinating that you are going to be traveling by water very soon, maybe going on a cruise, hopefully, you know. It's always nice to go on a cruise, but I feel like there's some kind of decision that you have to make, because you've got the Chariot card alongside with the Seven of Cups. Now the Chariot card is all about it's a Cancerian card as well, so there's a lot of water signs here. You might be in my water sign group, but you don't have to be. But it just talks about how like this opportunity that you're going to be given, okay, to travel maybe for work, and you're kind of stuck and you're like, am I doing the right thing, right? So Spirit is saying, why don't you research some more education? If you are being asked to move to a certain place, right, from your job, maybe, you know, do your pros and cons list, right? And do that. You can actually, if you want, you can check out my Etsy. I do have a lot of planners that have the pros and cons list that you can print out. It's a digital pages, and I'm only selling it for $2.22. Check out my Etsy page, my shop there. All of the products right now I have for $2.22, which is a very great bargain. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it at that, but that's something that I've been guided to do for you guys. And then also that would help me out too, because the more I make, the more I'm able to give back. So the Chariot card is talking about movement, okay? But it also talks about intuition, because your intuition is right now, it's almost like it's everywhere, because now you're like stuck at a crossroad where you're like, okay, my intuition is saying, well, how about this way? No, it's that way. It's because you need to be grounded right now, okay? Because you're too watery right now and you feel like you need a ground. Some people ground through water. Like a lot of, like my friend Heather said, a lot of light workers, we ground through the element of water, right? It's because it stabilizes us, right? Water is it's almost like a mirror, like a portal. So maybe you can do that. But some of you also, the month of July, which is, if you're watching it during this month right now of July, this is a timeless reading. You're going to be given an opportunity. Maybe you've been putting in a lot of resume, right? And applying for different positions. And now they're coming back at you and you're like, hey, which one do you want to take? Where's the best way to go? Which way do I go? Group 4. Which way? Well, let's see. Let's find out. I didn't do this for any other group, but I feel like your group really needs some extra like guidance here. Let's see what number. Wow. Okay, so you've got the number 6 here and the number 5 here. 56 may be significant to you. Number 11 could be significant to you because you add those two up. Or it could be number 5, change in the home. You are to move away. So I think that for you, I feel like either the 11th of August, if you are watching in July, or let's see, Spirit, show me the way. Or you're supposed to actually number 6, is it? Yes. Okay, so when it comes to your home, when you do your pros and cons list, okay, really dive deeper in what is going to give you that stability within the home, right? Even if it's a delayed gratification thing. The reason why I say this is because number 5, we're talking about agitation, irritation, change, conflict, but it can also talk about that beautiful positive agitation that you need in order to mix the petri dish to create something good. You cannot have stagnant water. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. So being complacent, right? Because certain signs do, we become complacent. That is the word of the day so far. Lots of fixed signs can become very complacent. You might be a Taurus, you might be a Pisces, right? Or Scorpio even. But I think that with certain You're not just your sun sign. So check out your natal chart. I think that you are being guided to really check that out. You can go to astrologycafe.com. Or Cafe Astrology is what the site is, and check out your natal chart and see what that's all about, because sometimes just knowing the little tidbit of a little bit of what you, if you go with the tropical or but you might go with Chaldean, or you might go with, go to the site that you're supposed to go, whatever you're guided to do. But I feel like you're supposed to check out your chart even more so. Now I'm gonna pick out one more main card here. Back of the deck, Magic Prayer. Wow, number 5, number 32, right? Add that up and you become that. Now, with this card is talking about you have the power of prayer, all right? Things that you want to do, that hurts.